Kingdoms and Castles Guide. This is a guide that I wrote for Kingdoms and Castles. At the bottom of the screen, you have the Build menu. It allows you to construct buildings for your citizens, food production, military, and trade. So you've got your castle, you've got the town, the advanced town buildings, food, industry, and maritime. This is the panel which has information about your town. It shows you how many people, how many houses, how many are idle, which means unemployed, the happiness level, the tax rate, how many supplies you have, such as wood, iron, stone, charcoal, food, gold, etc. The whole entire point is you want to have a higher tax rate, which means you need to keep people happy. So you have keeping people happy keeps your population higher because if they become unhappy, they will leave, and if they're happy, they will stay. So you want to keep people happy, and then you can increase your taxes, make more money, and then you can buy whatever you want. The larger the workforce you have, the better your production is going to be. You don't want idle workers, and you don't want too few workers. This is what land looks like. The fertile land is green, the infertile land is yellow, and then you got the light green in between. If you're going to build on this land, you want to build farms on the dark green land, build other buildings such as warehouses on the yellow land, and try to use the other green, the light green land for farming and orchards as much as you can. You can improve the fertility by using irrigation. Isn't this a nice photo? I did this. A tower can have a weapon at the top, such as a ballista, which will defend your castle. Towers will defend against dragons and Vikings. So you want to build many towers as tall as possible and put weapons at the top. They're going to be your main defense against Vikings and dragons. If you click on a building, it's going to pop up a window like this. It says it's a farm, explains what it does. Fire risk is high. That means you should do something to reduce the fire risk, such as have a well or the fire department, fire brigade, be near water. The output is 8 out of 8 per year. That's good. The base output is 4. You get a bonus for the soil fertility, bonus for irrigation, and a bonus for the workers. So you can also demolish the building using that button. And you see how it says open? You can close it. Some buildings, it does make a difference. For example, if a building has workers and it doesn't have raw materials and you need those workers, you want to close the building. That's an example. Maximum bonuses will maximize production. If you have the maximum bonuses on all of your properties, you'll have the maximum production. This is an example with the barracks. In this case, you have workers that have to train swordsmen, and it has some sort of resource. And you don't want to have the workers with no resource or the resource with no workers, then it's wasted. You close those buildings so that they can go do something else and obviously open it to get those people back. This barracks can create squads of soldiers with peasants, gold, and armaments. Armaments come from another building that generates them. This is a quarry. The quarry is a square over here that has a Rubik's Cube like space. Another one on the right, I believe, is a storage facility. The gray, light gray rock is stone that you can quarry. The dark colored rock you cannot quarry. So you can build multiple quarries. If you can fit another quarry, there's another quarry to the north of the stone deposit. If you can fit one adjacent to it, you can add another quarry. Some resources are limited. So if you quarry all the stone, you're going to have to start importing it using trading. So over here, I clicked on a tile and it says that the tile is stone available to quarry. You can click on any tile on the map. This is an example where we have stone that you can quarry. We've got a forest. We have rock that you cannot quarry. There's some birds flying around. Maybe it's just one bird flying around. This is a treasure room. Shows your workers. It lists the workers. It allows you to tax. Stores 1,000 gold. Shows the same information as in the other buildings. You definitely want to protect your treasury because Vikings can invade and steal your gold. This is one of the menus for castle defense. So it is to build walls, to build gates, to build weapons at the top of the towers. And you can build barracks, archers, school, siege workshops, etc. The other build menu is your basic town, which this looks like advanced town. So this has the cemetery, it has a church, library, hospital, jousting area. Some of these buildings are going to improve happiness. Some of them will improve health. For example, if there is illness in your town, the hospital will help with that. You want to avoid putting these buildings on fertile land. You want to put them on the yellow tiles as much as possible. If you do not have some of these buildings, your people might become unhappy and then leave. So build them to attract more people to your town. You can build roads, either dirt or stone. If you build a stone road, people will walk a lot faster. You've got places for people to live. You've got a well to reduce the risk of fire. You've got a town square, taverns, fire brigade. The tavern's going to make people happy. So you want to have taverns to attract people to live in your town. This is food production. You've got farms, granaries, the baker, orchard, storage, fishing, uh, swine herd. Fishing and pigs can be done all year round. The farms and orchards cannot. There's a season. And what does it matter if you plant them if you can't reap the crops? So when the crops are ready to be reaped, you need a lot of workers to rush in and grab as much stuff as possible. This is for the industry. You can see you have quarries and foresters, stockpiles, charcoal, mines, rock removal, transport cart. This is for maritime. You can build cargo ships, merchant ships for trading, cargo ships to transport around the town, piers so that you can build other buildings on top of the pier over water, bridges, stone bridges, etc. This is the map. It shows you the next time the Vikings will invade, next time a dragon will attack. Shows how big your island is and how much of it has been used up by buildings and how much is still available for forestry.